Drop a one, Kyra, if we loud and clear. Shout out the whole nation, man. What's good? Everything sound good. Ain't no echo. Ain't no echo. Shout out everybody coming up in here, man. What's good with y'all, man? Appreciate y'all. We good, loud and clear. Everybody had a safe holiday. What's good with y'all? Everybody had a safe holiday? What y'all do, man? Oh, it's echo? All right, let me try to fix that. How about now? It's still echo? Hit the like button. Shout out to everybody else. What's good? It's better. 100% better. Shout out everybody up here. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Kyra? Sonia? Start from the top. Kyra, what's good? Eric, what's up? Sonia? Nikki, what's up with y'all, man? Jazzy. Oh, yeah. We about to find right out. Journey of Sins. What's up? Jazelle up in here. For extra blue as hand. Cat. Cat. I believe it's Cat. All that shit. Him and Fo, excuse me. Fo extra at 607 up. Been running plays. A whole lot of plays. And they get it honest. Who y'all think they get it from? Whack and Adam and no jumper. They running plays. We gonna get into it. Big Cat. That man ain't blow his fucking hand. That man ain't blow his hand off, yo. That nigga capping. They're lying. For clicks and views. They content has washed up so bad. Only thing they got is to write and create plays. Know that, right? Write and create plays. That's all they do. Shout out the whole nation, man. Appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Always remember, fear the fire, fear the flame. And let's get the views to match your likes, and the likes to match your views. Shout out the whole nation, man. If it's true that Crip is now crippled, come here, vibe with y'all for a minute. Peep the game, though. It's a whole lot going on. I mean, a whole lot. Whole lot. You know what I mean? We see the title. There's so much to talk about. Now, didn't I tell you a couple days ago when I started coming back live, I said after this live situation that's going on over there with Diddy and at that courthouse in New York, all right, things were going to overflow. When I said when this Diddy trial is over, a lot more things with extension cords is going to be hooked up to that situation, right? Right? And what do we know? The last day of the trial, we got Rat Face TV goes up there and literally stalked down Tisa Tells. All right. Now let me tell y'all what's the fuck really gonna happen. All right. This was the worst decision he ever made. Armand Wiggins and his baby oil bash party partners, they all gassed him up. They all gassed him up. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Before we get into all this, we got strategic information to drop tonight. Strategic. With that being said, man, let's put this disclaimer up. Shout out the whole nation, man. We know what it is, and we definitely know what it ain't. This video is for research and educational purposes only. All right? What you hear in this live is for educational and research purposes only. I apologize, y'all, for a little inconvenient in the audio, man. Now, check this out, man. Like I said, his baby oil party partners. Baby oil party partners. Literally set this man up. Set him all the way. Now, peep the game. We all remember Rat Face. When he first started covering the Diddy shit, he was up there, right? Then all of a sudden, he left. His money got low. Money ran dry. Couldn't stay up there the whole time for the whole trial. But what happened was he flew back home. And when he flew back home, he still tried to cover the Diddy situation. And Tisa was killing them over there. All right? And we all know he got offended because he don't know how to share. He feels as though he's the king of every topic and content that is being broke down on the internet. Right? So what he do? Y'all know he literally, Armand Wiggins, all right, and all this is alleged, but we got a lot of receipts. All right, Armand Wiggins, a few other people, and his baby oil party partner literally gassed him up to come back to New York. Literally come back to New York to stalk and confront Tisa. All right? Shout out everybody up in there. Because if you notice on the whole live, he like, yeah, man, I told you I was going to do it. I told you I was going to do it. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I believe. Now, ain't no believe. These are facts. All right? He went poking with the wrong type of bear. All right? Now, I am hearing Shout out everybody up in here. We got over 100 plus. Shout out the whole nation. Everybody that's coming up in here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. Now, check this out. Like I said, the man went all the way up there to confront this woman and try to embarrass her in front of everybody. But not only did he go up there to confront, it was literally a stalk down. It was literally a stalk down. Straight like that. Hold on a second. All right. Shout out everybody in here. Now, like I said, man, all right, I believe he made a real vital mistake. Clout chasing. Now, I heard, we know how Tisa tells get when she start breaking things down and start opening up doors, them doors never close. They be back and forth. All right? Just like this. And what I mean by that, she's going to expose him. It's going to be a different type of exposure. Now, we all know Tisa Tell has major media connections. She's locked in. There's no doubt about that. We all see that. Shout out everybody up in here, man. We all got over 100 plus. Let's get the likes to match the views to match the likes, respectfully. All right? Let's read these comments before I get back in here. Miss Detroit say, yes, he already said he was going to get at her. If he saw her, that's because he said she'd be lying, but Tisa was beating them all. You're right. I get you. I get exactly what you're saying. Weirdo behavior. Shout out Angel. What's good with you, man? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Get the likes up, man. Respectfully. We in vertical. So all you have to do is double tap. I ain't send out no notifications. Strategic Live. Shout out the nation. You know, like I was saying, it's a whole lot of fuckery going on around here on the UTU streets. Like the situation, like I said, was going on with 4 Extra and 607 Spent a whole lot of content, scripted content that don't make no goddamn sense. And we all can see that, right? He blew his goddamn hand off, right? Everybody lighting fireworks. He just went on the ground, showing everybody. We pulling shit up now. Let me show y'all some shit, right? Check it out. All right. Shout out the whole nation. We'll get back to that Tisa in a minute. But check this out. These are the M80s that he was showing in his hand. Right? Hold on. Let me get that view better. I bet. These are the M80s that he was showing in his hand. And he was saying that, yo, I'm about to light these shits. I'm about to light them. I'm about to light them. So you mean to tell me you went on the gram and posted that you about to light these and you about to blow something up, but you ain't recorded? You ain't recorded yourself lighting it? But you just went on the gram showing everybody that you about to light it. So why wouldn't you record what you just showed everybody that you about to light? Right? Right? It was the 4th of July. So if you come up on the gram, talk about, yo, I'm about to light 2 M80, but you don't show yourself lighting them, what was the point of you coming up here showing us 2 M80? Right? I tell you what the point was. To make everyone believe that he blew his fucking hand. He ain't blow his hand off. He lying. He lying. And like I said, even if he did blow his hand off, peep this. Even if he did blow his hand off, if he didn't record it, one of his homies or somebody that's around him damn sure recorded it, right? Because everything else is recorded. But for some strange reason, we getting some goofy ass AI pixelation, which I don't know what the fuck it look like. It don't look like no hand blowed off. I tell you that. All right? They said his hand gone. All right. Okay. That's what you believe? His hand is gone. Wow. See what I'm saying? They running plays on everybody. That man's hand is not gone. That's what y'all believe. That's what he got y'all make believe it. You get it? Why you think it's called make believe? Because you make a motherfucker believe it. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Why do you think they call it make believe? Because you make a fool believe your lies. Right? Right? Exactly. And only a fool will actually believe that this man blew his fucking hand on. All right? Straight like that. Shout out everybody up in here. Okay? Because let me say it again. How many entertainers, rappers, high-profile individuals that we done seen all weekend lighting fireworks? How many? How many celebrities can we go on a gram and they're lighting fireworks? So many, right? Right? Tell us this. We haven't seen this bitch, we haven't seen this bitch like not one firecracker. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. We haven't seen this goofy like one firecracker. We haven't seen this goofy with a light in his head. Make it make sense. So you mean to tell me these was the only two M80, Blockbuster, or cherry jam, excuse me, or cherry bombs that you don't fucking lit. All day. And there's no video or pictures of you lighting no other fireworks yesterday. Make it make sense, because we always do. We always do. We always make it make sense. We always make it make sense. That's a fact. It's crazy, yo. A lot of people do believe that he blew his hand off. I ain't mad at you. If you don't believe that, that's cool. A lot of people do believe that happened to him, but it didn't. Just like that shit with him and 607 that was all scripted. That all was plays. All that shit that happened in No Jumper, that was cat. He's sitting up there scared like, come on, man, stop the shit. So they go with the narrative. He done put voodoo on a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? They talking about he done put voodoo on a motherfucker. That's why his hand fucked up. Give me a second, y'all.
This is very meta, you guys.
You didn't got caught up talking about Diddy and I don't know him. Say it while I'm here. Don't you say it while I'm saying right here.
Men out here trying to bully women.
Bullying you? You bullied Diddy. You bullied his family.
Once again, this weirdo goes all the way here, all the way up New York, and stalked this woman. All the men out there, all the other content creators, why did you single her out? Let me tell you why. Because they planned this. They planned this allegedly. Him, Armand, and the rest of them. Him, Armand, and the rest of them. Know that, right? You know that, right? And boy, oh boy, when I tell you, about time Tisa get done with him, he gonna wish he ain't never let them goofies gas him up. He's going to wish he never let them goofies gas him up. Because all this shit that Ratchet got going on, the last person that need to be covering a Diddy case is him. It's him. He don't need to be covering no Diddy case. The shit he got on his background and on his record, minors to elderlies, you name it, and everything in between. From minors to elderly, and everything in between. And these are facts. Big ones. Big ones. And he going around acting like he ain't got a fucking jacket long as Martin Luther King Boulevard. Right? So if y'all think what the individuals has done on YouTube and brung Ratchet out the closet with all his bullshit that he's been trying to cover up, you can imagine what's going to happen with Tisa. You see what I'm saying? And then you know what he gonna start doing? He gonna start reporting channel, start striking channels, all that weird man shit. Now we know for a fact he wouldn't have went up there and confronted no man. Hit the like button. He wouldn't have went up there and confronted no man. Shout out everybody up in here. He wouldn't have went up to New York or nowhere in the United States and confronted another man, a content creator. He wouldn't have did it. And what I don't understand, even though I know it's a federal courthouse and some people just need to mind their motherfucking business. Some people just need to mind their business, right? But still, somebody should have knocked that nigga on his ass. Somebody should have knocked him on his ass. Straight like that. Some man, some nigga should have came out of nowhere and brung that shit from Texas, right where he from, across this motherfucking chin. For real. For real. Because playing like that, that'll get you hurt. This is the same situation. Something small like this, a small confrontation, led Finney, the legend, to losing his life. A little small confrontation. As we see, this confrontation has turned into something else. You see what I'm saying? This wasn't a friendly confrontation at all. Okay? Because if he wanted to be professional about it, all he had to do was debate with her in a respectful way, and everybody would have took that in and respected that 100. But he didn't. He tried to bash her, tried to bash her, everything she stands for, her followers, her platform. That's what he tried to do. That's what he did do. Way out of pocket. All right? And he let his whole community gas him up too. For you to have, hold on, let me solarize and polarize. Let me solarize it and polarize it. Check this out. They ain't no way that man, with all the men out there, allow him to harass her the way that she did. I mean, the way that he did, or the way that she did. However y'all look at it. Because you know he a little wavy, right? You know he a little wavy. You know what I mean? You know? But I'm just keeping it real. Out of all the men that was out there, and like I said, man, for him to have the type of jacket he has, like I said, man, the last thing he need to be doing is going out of pocket, trying to confront somebody. You don't know how the universe is gonna be working. You must don't. See now, he wanted clicks and views. He wanted likes. He wanted shares. Now he gonna get them. He gonna get them. Now everybody on the internet is talking about it, but in a bad way. Now everybody on the internet is talking about it, but in a bad way. So let me get back to what I was about to say before I solarized it and polarized. With him having a majority of a woman's following, that should have been the last thing he did. Hit the like button. Can we agree? With him having a majority of a woman's following, that should have been the last thing he did. It ain't what he did, it's how he did it. And then how he can't turn it back around to do it again. Go back, then turn back around and do it again. Go back, turn back around and do it again. And like I said, everybody in this chat, majority women, gassing them up. Why they gassing them up? Oh yeah, that's what I could do. Bam. I bet. Whole lot better now. Alright? Cause it sound like my motherfucking the way I got the sound coming through here, man. It's like my speech had a little fucking slur or a delay, but we good now. Alright, so check this. Like I said, for Ratchet to have a majority of a woman's following, can we all agree, y'all? Can we all agree? Why would he do that? Why would he risk all these individuals, all these women that he has that support him to even give them an opportunity to flip on you? Why would you do that? And like I said, everybody, okay, this was all planned. This was all planned. He know it. Armand Wiggly know it. Armand Wigglefish. Y'all seen them all out there jumping in the baby oil, y'all? Okay, that's what Ratface went back up there for. They went back up there, y'all, to have a baby oil freak off bash. You think I'm capping? Watch. Tisa gonna tell us. Tisa gonna tell us I got the drop. That's why he went back up there. A freak off baby oil bash. A baby oil freak off bash. You see Armand Wiggins, okay? Quote, but don't quote me. Did y'all see him jumping all around in that shit? Yo, that's some shit he been doing. He been doing that shit. He been doing that, y'all. That man was completely comfortable. Like he got a swimming pool full of baby oil in his backyard. Okay? You seen that nigga? Yeah. It only gotta be the charms of the lucky ones, all right, that don't like what I'm doing. I'm gonna do it again. Y'all don't like it? Y'all seen them in the baby oil? Sit your faggot ass down, motherfucker. All right? That's the problem with our people, bro. That's the problem with our people, bro. You seen that? And like I said, they allowed it to happen. They allowed it to happen. Ain't nobody gonna get in the middle of a crowd of people that they don't even fucking know and let a motherfucker spurt some type of fluid on them. You don't know what that shit was. You don't know what that shit was. It could have been anything in that shit. Hit the like button, y'all. We got over 140 plus. I appreciate y'all stomp, step, and stand on like button. Because let me tell you, boy. Let me tell you, boy. By the time this shit is over, Ratface might even be on CNN. He might be on NBC. He might be on MSNBC. But it won't be for the honorary shit that he think it will be. Shout out everybody up in here, man. All right. You seen that shit? Cassandra, boy, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. They all on a payroll. He said Rock Nation contacted him. Shout out the whole nation up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Okay, it just been so much weird shit going on. All right, and let me tell y'all this right here, right now. All right, let me put old boy up on the screen. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. I appreciate y'all. Diddy will never see daylight again. And what I mean by Diddy will never see daylight again, because let me tell you something. Like I said, after this verdict, the verdict is very weird, ain't it? He got convicted of all the lesser charges and all the serious charges he beat, right? All that shit he beat, right? Not to mention, like I tried to explain to everyone, you know what I mean? Technically, we never seen him in handcuffs. We never seen the official mug shot. He never had a mug shot released. And he's in the feds. Can't find a federal mugshot on P. Diddy. We never seen him in handcuffs. We never seen no body cam or anything like that, right? Now that he beat these charges, everybody like Diddy coming home, Diddy coming home, Diddy. Let me tell y'all something, bro. We will never see P. Diddy again. And they're going to make sure of it. Because I honestly believe P. Diddy, like I said, man, he ain't here no more. He ain't here no more. And just like they gonna do R. Kelly, they gonna make sure what, y'all? All right? That he died in jail. Or they gonna say that he died in jail. Because P. Diddy has been locked up all this time, right? How many federal phone calls have we heard? Everybody else getting phone calls, everybody else shit recorded and getting uploaded, right? How many video phone calls or video visits have we seen from P. Diddy? Now, I mean, I got family in the feds. I got people in the feds. Now, I mean, they call home once a month. Now, I mean, right? The like button, strategic drop. So while we haven't seen P. Diddy on a video call or any of that shit, make it make sense. Wouldn't you think his children, as much as they in support of P. Diddy, would you think if they was on a video visit call with him, would you think they'd post a snippet of that? Yes, showing their dad in good spirits. They claim their dad is in good spirits. The whole bad boy team, the lawyer, and everybody claim Diddy is back in good spirits and he's doing good and he's coming along, right? Well, prove it. Prove it. Prove that he's coming along. Prove that he's in good spirits. Show us. Show the world. Show the victims what they rightfully deserve. That part. Show the victims' family what they rightfully deserve. The humiliation. Where is the real humiliation of P. Diddy? We see the humiliation of his image. But where is the satisfaction for the family and the families that he did this shit to with the victims? Why can't they get that satisfaction of seeing him in handcuffs? If he had so many victims, right? If he was about so many victims, right? Shout out everybody up in here. He long gone. How many of y'all up in here? I'm just keeping it real. I'm just asking the question. How many of y'all up in here actually believe P. Diddy is still alive? Drop a 1 if y'all believe Diddy is still breathing. Drop a 2 if y'all believe that he's not. Some people believe that he is. Like I was trying to explain to everyone. Okay? They can tell them people who they roll with whatever they want, but they know what the fuck going on, right? With Pac say you can tell the people who you roll with whatever you want, but you and I know what's going on, right? And I tried to explain to everyone, all right, like Angela just said, that will go viral, won't it? Just like this went viral, right? And we never, ever seen a photograph like this. There's no explanation for it, right? And if you let them tell it, they'll say that, oh, yes, it was some type of law, something in the fucking loophole or some fucking weird man shit that they'll come up with why he was on camera and why his cameras in the courtroom, but ain't no cameras in the courtroom when it come to Diddy, right? Right? Now, we all just done heard about what they just tried to do to R. Kelly, right? Try to take R. Kelly out too. Not only did allegedly they try to take R. Kelly out, he probably already out. When the last time we seen R. Kelly in public? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. When the last time we seen him in public? Heard anything from him? No phone calls home, no video calls, no nothing. No nothing. They can tell us anything happened to R. Kelly. They can tell us anything. We don't know. We don't know. Know how I know? Diddy is no longer here because with all that shit he just went through on these serious charges, and by him beating them serious charges, he would have got bail. If this was anybody else, they would have got bail, bro. They would have got bail right then and there on the same day. On the same day, they would have got bail in at least until sentencing came. Once I knew that they wasn't giving Diddy no bail again, which I knew that they wasn't, I said, yeah, they still putting a wool over people's head. They still keeping the situation under the rug somehow, some way. Now, like I said, if this was anybody else, they would have been home on bond after that verdict. And then they had a bail hearing the same day. Oh, he would have been home. Anybody else would have been home already on that day. On that day. Because he's not a fight risk anymore. Strategic drop. Why they didn't give him a bail in the first place? Let me solarize it and polarize it. Since he beat since he beat the trafficking and all that, he done beat the serious charges. He is no longer a fucking what? Flight risk, right? So why y'all won't give him bail? Why y'all won't give him bond? Because that was the reason why y'all didn't give him bond in the first place, right? Because y'all said that what? He was a flight risk as well, right? But now, all the serious charges have been beat. And he only been charged with the lesser charges. Mean try to tell me he's still a flight risk to these lesser charges? And the flight risk, and the charges that he was a flight risk to, he already beat, he just beat. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You see, ain't nobody paying attention though. The reason why they didn't give old boy bail and bond in the first place was because of the charges that he beat. Those three main charges. The ones that he was found not guilty of. But now, they still don't give him no bond or no bail. I wonder why. I wonder why. P. Diddy is more powerful than in the industry compared to R. Kelly. Absolutely, he is. Absolutely, he is. But they telling us that it ain't no cameras allowed in the federal courthouse. When we done seen cameras in the federal courthouse when it come to other individuals. You know what I mean? All except this Diddy situation and Lil Durk situation too. Now, I'm not saying Lil Durk and Diddy situation is the same and all that, but like I said, it's something to think about because we haven't seen Lil Durk either. Haven't heard a phone call, a video clip, visit, none of that shit. You know? So that's just something to think about because when anybody else hit the feds, not me, especially if you have a following, you're gonna keep your peoples updated, you know what I mean? Even if your family gotta do it or clip it, you know what I mean? Just to show everybody that you all right, you good, let people hear your voice. You're a high profile individual. Everything is coming through digital platforms. So the only way to update people on one situation that's in the feds is on a digital platform. And for Little Durk, like I said, in P. Diddy, to have this massive social media following and this massive influence, we haven't seen them yet. Diddy gotta be working for the feds the way they dropped the ball. I apologize about that. I'm still here. They don't want him to mess up their liquor company name. They're poisoning people. That's that dude who Diddy tried to sue, right? Now, everybody seen that shit that went on out there in Chicago. You see what I'm saying? Now that was a mass shooting. You see, wasn't nothing scripted, was no false flags or any of that shit with that. You see what I'm saying? Now that is a mass shooting right there. That was the real deal. Holy motherfucking field. As we seen people laid out everywhere, right? Blood everywhere, all on the concrete, man. It was terrible. It was terrible what happened out there at Mello Buckzz party, right? Now, let me tell y'all the drop that I got on a situation, right? Now, they said that this was a private party, right? We done heard that over the last couple of days that this party that Mello Buckzz was throwing, all right, was supposed to have been a private party. But how is an album release party private? Hit the like button. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. They said that this party that Mello Buckzz were throwing, the female rapper from Chicago, if y'all don't know, man, all right, it was a mass shooting with like 14 to 17 people got shot, 4 lost their life, everybody except the artist herself. Everybody around her got blown down. All right? Now, like I said, with this situation with Mello Buckzz, they say that this was a private party. Wasn't a private party, yo. Too many people knew for it to be private. You don't have that many people at a private party. First of all, how can an album release party be private? You know what I'm saying? Let's just make real life matters, make real life sense. Oh yeah, it's a whole lot going on with this shit, Paul. All right? Huh? Fucking around on a boyfriend and all that shit. That was fucked up, yeah, what they did to the people. I ain't like that. Markel said one of them exposed the location on Instagram story. It was said, and the people they were beefing with spun on them. They said her boyfriend her boyfriend was on. He was the first one. He was the first one to get hit out of everybody. They made sure. I believe it was specifically targeted for him. You know what I mean? But they just start hitting everybody. She was still in the club. She was still in the club. She didn't even come out the club, and that's what makes it so obvious and so, because they said if she was hanging around I don't know if I got that shit or not, man. I don't know if I saved it or not, man. Let me see. Here you go. I got it. Strategic drop. One of the best to do this shit, bro. All right. Check it out. See what that say, right? It say her man was one of the 3 killed, right? Her private man. That nigga was standing alone all night. She posing. I mean, let me say it again. Her private man. That nigga was standing alone all night. Now she posted him. If she was claiming out loud like she is now, he'll probably be alive right now. Because he would have been right by her side. Now, like I said, man, when I had mentioned it, when I first started talking about this, okay, that is some shit that's going on the back end, behind the scenes, okay, about her fucking with some other niggas, man. She wasn't really too interested in this dude anymore. All right, at all. And it showed that. Because if you go back, all right, and people could say whatever they want, okay, because all night long, you don't see them in not one fucking picture. She posting old pictures. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. She posting old pictures of them. That night in the club, they got no pictures together. She wasn't even around the nigga. He was on the other side of the motherfucking club. She on the other side of the motherfucking club. That type shit. That's what the fuck was going on in it. What you think motherfuckers be posting pictures of their last moments together? Why? He wasn't right by your side all night, supporting you for your album release party, right? Like your man should be, right? But she separated herself from that nigga. She been trying to separate herself from that nigga. All right? It's a few receipts I got. And actually, I mean, the receipts are already out there. Now, I mean, when you can see when he in the video with her, all right, it's like she throwing this like little shade toward him and shit when he tried to kiss her and all that shit. It's like some weird vibes, okay? But a lot of people are talking about the situation with her and her boyfriend, all right? A lot of people is talking about this. And they said that it's been some shit going on with her and her man for a while on the back end. On the back end. Because allegedly, she felt as though maybe he was slowing her up and things like that with what she was trying to do with her rap career. You know what I mean? You know, when you in that rap shit, in that space, you know what I mean? You be around all different type of individuals and shit. You know what I'm saying? And maybe she ain't feel comfortable trying to move how she was trying to move with her boyfriend always right there, but she ain't know how to tell him. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, this shit happen every day, all the time. You know what I mean? This shit is not far-fetched at all. You see what everybody else got to say. Yeah, man, that's some diabolical shit. 2 other homeboys died, the brother and the boyfriend, right? And they made sure the boyfriend was plastered everywhere. They made sure the boyfriend was plastered everywhere and everybody seen him shot the fuck up on that stretcher. They made sure everybody seen that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I also believe, okay, it's some weird shit going on with that. because that shit going around everywhere. Did you see the girl who got shot in her mouth? I know y'all probably seen that. It's a girl who got shot in her mouth. She showed it. It went through her cheek and out her mouth, man. Almost blew her head off. A bullet went in her neck and inside her mouth. It came out. Shout out AJ Matthews, man. What's up? Midnight Decipher, Excedrin. Everybody up in here, man. What's up, Michael Darton? Hey. What's good with you? Someone say it possibly was multiple blood sacrifices. That'd be crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if it is, I wonder, man, let's just say if it was and if she did do something like that, what y'all think she gonna gain? It's like these people, if they are making sacrifices and doing this, it's like the the reward of the sacrifice is getting less valuable. That's what, you know what I'm saying? It's getting less valuable. Like, in all reality, ain't no value really in it. But when you have someone that's representing that evil shit, know what I mean? They believe evil is the way to get ahead for a beneficial gain. So when it comes to that perspective, don't nothing good come out of that, man. It never do. It never do. It never do. We're standing right alone all night long. But soon as he gets shot, don't y'all think something up with that? I don't care who don't like it. I'm just keeping it real. If you drop the album, right, and you in a relationship with your other half and he done helped you and supported you this whole time and everything that you've been getting and everything that you've been doing to get where you at, would you want him to celebrate with you to the fullest at your album release party? Would you? Unless you got other intentions going on. Something ain't right. So why is he all the way on the other side of the club? Why he walked out the club separate from you? Like I said, they were separate all night because she would have been hit too. And like I said, I'm hearing that allegedly, you know what I mean? She might have knew that this was going to happen. Some people are saying ops and shit like that. I don't think it was no ops. I don't think it was no ops. Because like I said, man, they wasn't together all night. She left that nigga on the side of the fucking club with a bathroom at. She over there in VIP, popping bottles all night long. When he got shot, she still was in VIP. She didn't even leave the club yet. So why is he leaving the club before you? That black truck, okay? That black truck that was outside that lounge when the shooting took place, right? That was Mello Buckzz truck for her and the entourage. Everybody who came there with her, like her boyfriend, he came there with her, right? So why y'all separated all night? And then when the club closed and shut down, he leave out before you, and just so happened he the first one who got shot before everybody. And you nowhere in the midst of your entourage or nowhere near your boyfriend at all. You still in the club. How long has this situation took place, y'all? How long has it been? It's been about 48 hours, right? And everything this girl posts is nothing from that night with her and her boyfriend. Matter of fact, all the people that she claims is her sisters and brothers, check it out. I got to drop on everybody that's hit. Well, not everybody that was hit, just about everybody that was hit, but I got all the victims. Right? She said, damn, my boyfriend, my bro, and my two sis. But she ain't posted out one video or picture of her boyfriend, her bro, or her two sis inside that party that night. Posting all old shit. You supposed to be posting, yo, we just had the time of my life. We just had what? I just had the most fun and time of a lifetime. Right? Right? I just was spending and enjoying my success with y'all. And this happened. We don't see that. We don't see her boyfriend, her brother, or her two sisters that night with them in the club, chilling with her, taking pictures, congratulating her, video, none of that like you would normally see from individuals that are supporting you at your party. Something weird about this. Whole lot weird. I could go way further. I could go, bro, y'all already know how I get. Y'all already know how I do. This just ain't that type of live this evening. But I'm telling y'all, no videos, no pictures with any of these people that night of that party. None of them. None of them here. Let me see something here. Pretty Op. That's her IG name. Pretty Op, right? You see? Okay, so show y'all something here. Check it out. Oh, my boo. Okay? You were so obsessed with me. You had a whole ringtone when I called. See what I mean? He was head over heels for this girl. A lot. He was like deeply in love with her. Like head over heels with her. But like I said, everything that she has been posting with her dude and her friends, nothing comes from that night. This is not from that night. And like I said, everybody that you come into the party with, come to chill with, that's who you supposed to be in the club partying with. That's who you supposed to lead the club with. That's who you came with, right? Right? Ain't that's how that shit go? Am I bugging? Right? Ain't that's usually how it go? The ones you come to the party with, those the ones that you gonna be in the party with 9 times out of 10, chilling, mingling, taking pictures, and leaving the party with, talking about what happened at the party. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation up in here, man. Just want to tap in a little bit, man. Tap in a little bit here. And now that these charges had been basically beat, we could say P. Diddy beat the feds, right? We basically could say P. Diddy beat the feds, right? So this goes to show you that a lot of people told a lot of lies also. Would you think a lot of people would be mad and upset? Like Gean Deal, yeah, he very mad and upset. All that running his mouth, right? Diddy gonna get this? Diddy gonna get that? Diddy gonna get this? Diddy gonna get that? He know what's going on, bro. He know what's going on. It's all the game to him. He a part of the game. He's a major player. He's a part of the game. Gean Deal. He's a major player of it. He's a part of the game, man. I appreciate all my mods and my Flaming Raiders, man, for rocking with me tonight, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. I do. Know what I mean? It's one of them laid back, kick it, chill vibes, chill lives. Know what I mean? But yeah, as y'all know, man, I really do lives like this. You know, I usually be in my office and shit. So I wanted to do like something a little different with a little different experience, man. That's all, man. Yeah, Gean Deal should be doing time. And I told everybody it would have been no way for Diddy to be convicted because they would have had to convict Gean Deal and so many more people. And I don't see how all these people, why you think only Diddy was brought up in the RICO as I strategically break this down? Let me tell you why. Because if they would have charged more people in the RICO, motherfuckers really would have went to jail. People really would have started, right? In the history of RICOs, in the history of federal RICOs, how many snitches and informants we see on that paperwork? When they run down on the mafia, gangs, you know what I'm saying? BMF, and they catch these drug lords and they catch RICOs, they round up a lot of individuals, right? Why do they do that? They round up a lot of individuals because they know they're going to get a lot of intel. They already got intel to go round them up, but they know also with the evidence they had by them going to round them up and charge them, they're going to get more evidence within the organization because motherfuckers gonna start running their motherfucking mouth, right? So out of everybody that's moving with Diddy, as I strategically break this down, everybody that's flying coast to coast, everybody on the jet, everybody in the hotel, he's moving as a unit. He moving with a team. Why only one person get charged? Why it wasn't a whole slew of individuals? At least 8, 9, or 10 major individuals. P. Diddy and all the ones that was up under him. They all should have been charged. And Gean Deal would have been one of them. And them charges would have went back. Listen, bro, this was a bogus RICO. If they really wanted to put a real RICO on P. Diddy, man, the fucking RICO would have went back damn near to the 90s, bro. And they would have got everybody. Even Bentley Farnsworth, all of them would have been in that shit. All of them. This fucking RICO was cartoon shit. Made a whole lot of money off the media by running a scripted play, a scripted trial. A scripted trial. This is why all these other motherfuckers on the internet is running plays for content. Crazy, right? You see how the mainstream media is depending on YouTubers now. You see that, right? You seen what Nancy Grace and them did with Tisa? That go to show you, YouTube, we are the new product. Just watch where and how you associate yourself when these people come after you or these people choose you. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Because they definitely looking and they scouting. They scouting. And they scouted on Tia, on Tisa. Because she was getting more views than NBC and CNN and shit. They had to. Tisa Tells was getting more views on the Diddy trial than CNN and MSNBC and shit, bro. Was knocking them out the box more than Fox and all that shit. Consistent coverage. But, like I said, a real RICO, they all would have been. It would have been a slew of individuals. And it would have been all kinds of witnesses would have been brought in. All the bad boy artists and all of them would have been brought in. Mary J. Blige, The Lox, Keisha Cole, Mace, all that shit. Day 26. This them 2 girls he had, y'all. Hello. Good morning. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hello. Good morning. What's the name of them girls? Dirty Money. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like Total and all that shit. Man, listen. Man, listen. Now, that would have been a real RICO. We never heard of a RICO being handed down and only one person in charge. Why they ain't round up everybody like they did with BMF? They had the evidence. Who was what? They said Diddy was throwing these freak offs. Okay, but he wasn't doing all the work all by himself, though. Where was the people that was helping him plan these parties? What about all that shit? Because let me tell you right now, why also this whole situation was all a game, and Diddy wasn't going to be found guilty for that shit that they charged him of. You know why? Because they still doing freak offs right now. In reality, y'all, they just normalized freak offs. They just normalized freak offs and baby oil bashes and shit. Pause. They just normalize and condition everybody, all right, to partake in freak offs and baby oil activities, bro. Y'all don't see like this shit is just weird and wild. Weird and wild. Weird and wild. Appreciate you. They baptized the world in baby oil drama. Let me tell you what else they did. They conditioned individuals to go out and purchase baby oil, specifically Johnson and Johnson. You know that, right? They made sure when they talked about this so-called baby oil that they found in Diddy house, which they ain't find no fucking baby oil, bro. All that shit is cat. They made sure they said Johnson and Johnson, Johnson and Johnson, right? Right? Don't we know? Ain't it already been documented that Johnson and Johnson products is known to give people cancer? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Ain't it already documented that Johnson and Johnson products give individuals cancer? Yes, it has. It has been documented already that Johnson and Johnson products, all right, was giving people some type of cancer. All right. Now, don't let that go over your head and under your feet. I ain't gotta say no more. All right. You two might get crazy on me. Like I said, don't let that go over your head and under your feet. I ain't gotta say no more. This is known facts and already been documented. Already was lawsuits, y'all. Check it out. I'm one of the best to do this. Stop playing with me. Huh. Not the 607 Unk voice either. All right? Stop playing with me. Strategic drop. Ovarian cancer. Cancer upon the ovaries on the female. See this, right? You see this, right? All right, so like I said, this whole situation with this Diddy trial shit was conditioning for certain agendas, bringing in the norm. Certain agendas to bring in the norm and condition the people. So off of this Diddy trial alone, right? And by them promoting, this wasn't prosecution and the media also trying to destroy P. Diddy's image, but this is also a promotion of Johnson & Johnson baby oil, yo. This was free promo for Johnson & Johnson. Free promo for Johnson & Johnson baby oil. This Diddy trial was. Not only was it free promo, it was free promo for the disgusting acts that you do with baby oil. That part. That part. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. And I won't be surprised if that product, excuse me, I won't be surprised if that product, that baby oil product, runs along the same lines as this baby powder did that we so much trusted and our parents trusted when we were babies. You see what I'm saying? No, I think OJ case was state. Yeah, I think his case was state. They had a recall on their product and come out with that. Right. Right. Ain't nobody paying attention to the trick bag though. And we all know Johnson & Johnson what? What was Johnson & Johnson most sold product? What is Johnson & Johnson famous for? What is the main product is famous for? The baby powder, right? That's the main product. You got the Johnson & Johnson baby powder, the shampoo, and the Band-Aids. Those are, and the baby oil, and they got lotion and shit too, but like their top 3 products is what I just named. You know what I'm saying? So what's the chances of their number 1 product, the baby powder, wind up doing this to people? Wouldn't you think that they would have protected this investment if it's selling so good and it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, or do y'all think that it was a blatant move? Do y'all think it was right? Baby care products at that. Do y'all believe that it was a blatant move? OJ had a few cases. Yeah, yep, yep. It's set to kill. Oh, wow. Possible, man. It's possible because you got products that's mainly being used on babies. Like, come on, that goes to show you the sick and twisted thinking of individuals, bro, and these people that's running these fucking Fortune 500 companies, bro. Like, they some weirdos, man. Like, how the fuck does that happen? You basically serving the whole world your products for babies. The whole world is trusting in your company for their newborn babies and shit. Ask me if they can. Hit the like button. And show you that they don't give a fuck. And I tell people this all the time about the lawsuits, just like we just see Johnson & Johnson do. They settled, right? Right? You see, they already knew, allegedly, that product was going to have some serious side effects and possibly give people that disease. But they went through and did it anyway. Because let me tell you why. Because they knew that their product was going to make millions and millions and billions and billions of dollars. About time these lawsuits start to drop. You see what I'm saying? They already done made billions of dollars off of the product. So they can afford to settle out of court on 1, 2, 3,000 fucking suitcases. You see what I'm saying? For a few $1,000,000 because they got fucking billions. You see, it's a flip. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, we done made. You see, all this shit is already put on a diagram. Like, okay, this product is going to be made, and what about the production of the people that's going to catch this disease and all this and all that, and the fraction of how much we're going to spend and how much we're going to settle for. You see what I'm saying? All that shit is already laid out, man. That shit is already laid out. They already know how many fucking bodies that shit gonna catch. Like, for example, uh like when they came out with them oxycontins and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? They put that shit on the market without telling people at first, you know what I mean, the withdrawal symptoms and things and what it could actually lead to. You know what I mean? And what wind up happening is, you know what I'm saying? You think that company give a fuck? How many people done OD'd or, you know what I'm saying, went through fucking crazy withdrawals from that product? They already done made billions, trillions of dollars. So, you know what I'm saying? They already know that this product is going to fuck people up. People are possibly going to die off of it, but you know, they're going to make a profit and a benefit off of it, and they can afford to pay out the people that is going to affect. That part. And man, this shit dark. This shit dark, bro. Shit crazy. They already know it's a risk. Somebody gonna die. Guinea pigs, just fucking and running straight testers on us. That's your Johnson & Johnson brand though. Tisa, if I'm not mistaken. Baby Magic is a Johnson & Johnson brand. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's a Johnson & Johnson brand. Ain't it? Ain't that like a branch off a Johnson & Johnson? I could be wrong, but I thought so. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. You just gotta, yeah. That's their little side brand, but it's still Johnson & Johnson. Yep. That's a Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson's baby. Yep. Johnson & Johnson baby magic lotion. Yep. That's a Johnson & Johnson brand. Yep. Yep, yep. That's Johnson. That's a Johnson & Johnson brand. It look alike too, right? Yep. Ain't no problem. You welcome. That's what we do over here, man. We don't put people to sleep, man. What we do, y'all? We wake them up. We stand on what's right. Yep. If you look on if you turn the volume around, Letitia, it'll say Johnson & Johnson on the back in fine print, right down at the bottom. You'll be like, oh shit. You know, like for example, like Coca-Cola, Sprite. You see what I'm saying? Coca-Cola makes Sprite. You know what I'm saying? But it don't say Coca-Cola on the bottle. But if you turn the Sprite bottle or the can around, you go down to the bottom, it'll say Coca-Cola Company. You know? The pink cancer code. Wow. Ain't that something? Strategic drop. Shout out to you. Whoa. Yo, that's crazy work. That's crazy, y'all. As this has been known. Wow. Talk about a blowout. Talking about a blowout, y'all. Shout out Midnight. This is known to give people cancer. All right. And they got the pink to match the month of the cancer, bro, on their bottles. That's crazy, yo. And we know that they got to put this shit in our face. Everything has to be done symbolic with symbolism. What y'all think that this is a smack in the face to the people who done caught cancer from this product? For them to still have that bottle pink? Wow. That was a good one, bro. That was a good one, bro. The pink cancer code colors too, bro. And when individuals have cancer or they like cancer survivor or people that's, you know what I mean, celebrate the month of cancer due to like a family member, friend, relative, you know what I mean, individuals have that pink ribbon, you know? We know the famous and infamous pink ribbon. And wow, I never would have thought of that. Okay, and their bottle is pink. And I'm gonna be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? With the lawsuit with the powder situation, that right there should just question all Johnson & Johnson products, man. And I would advise everybody to stop using them goddamn products. For real. I don't use Johnson & Johnson. You know, because like I said, anytime they make such a vital mistake on a baby product, it speaks volumes. I can't trust you with my child. I damn sure can't trust you. What? With nothing. No more. You only got one time with my child, my nigga. Fuck you mean? You think I'm gonna keep giving you opportunities to fuck me and my child up? Make it make sense, yo. If this was somebody in real life, would you go back and deal with that person again? After how much, after all this stress that they done caused you and your child and your family? Would you go back and do it? Hell no. So why would they even want to present Johnson & Johnson back to the people and back to the public? Because it's something bigger pushing it. You know what I mean? These Johnson & Johnson brands and things like that is connected to other Fortune 500 companies, man. It's a link to all these companies. It's a graph bar that show it how all these companies is linked some type of way, bro. All the companies, every soda, every shoe, every sneaker, every device, it's all linked back. It go all the way back. All of them are connected to one thing. Word up. Yep. But shout out the whole nation, man. It's gonna hold y'all much longer, man. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all. You know, shout out Beverly. What's up with you? Blue Skies, the own Avino. Oh yeah, I used to use that. They got a lawsuit too. Avino has some shit going on too. Man, had a good time with y'all tonight, man. I like this live, man. I know everybody. They want to everybody. They want to I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of folks, know what I mean? They want the aggressive approach, the aggressive GFTV back, and me breaking down the content in a strategic form, in a strategic manner, like I've been doing, you know? But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But I just wanted to come here and kick it on another vibe. You know what I mean? Anybody got any questions tonight, man? Shout out the whole nation up in here, man. Anybody got any questions up in here, man? Do y'all miss the Fire Flame Meltdown? Do y'all miss the Fire Flame Meltdowns, man? Oh, Johnson & Johnson owns a Vino too? Whoa. Most definitely ain't. Oh, wow. That's crazy. What's up, Chalisa? Facts. Shout out to you too, Midnight. I appreciate you. Bioengineering. Yeah. It's been it's been yo, it's crazy, yo. They got y'all know like that stir fry food and shit, bro. Y'all know that shit that come in the bag at y'all know the shit that come in the bag at the store, Walmart, ShopRite, wherever you go. You know what I mean? And it's like the shit all in one bag. Bro, when you pour that shit out, it look like toys. It sound like toys hitting the fucking pan. It shit don't even look real. The way the meat look and the fucking pasta look and the vegetables look, the shit don't even look real. Like, man, nobody eating that shit. I said you could tell that shit lab grown. And they just passed the law for lab grown meat to be legally sold in supermarkets and shit. Chicken and everything. You know, that shit don't digest in our stomachs right. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't right. That shit fuck our intestines up and shit. They doing everything like that. The fruit, you name it. Congratulations to you, Letitia. I wish you nothing but the best, man. Take a strong person to fight that and overcome it. Big up to you, man. Yeah, it's crazy. As we know it as time went on, we know all the things that had something, all the outlets, majority of all the outlets that had something to do with children and things like that when we were growing up, come to find out it all got evil connected to it. Ain't that something? like Disneyland, you know what I mean? Like you just said, you know what I mean? Nickelodeon. They said that's where the headquarters at. Children's trafficking headquarters is at Disney World in Florida and in Disneyland in California. That's one of the headquarters. That's why it's so many underground tunnels under that bitch. And they try to make it seem like, oh, it's underground tunnels just so people, I mean, the acts won't be exposed and, you know what I mean, try to keep the acts and try to protect Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Goofy and Pluto and shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Who the fuck you talking to? You're trying to protect the fucking costume, right? You're protecting the person that's dressing up as the fucking character. You make no sense. You know what I'm saying? You know how many, man, listen. They said, I can't say that. Nah, food, nah, it don't taste shit like it used to. You're welcome. Y'all ain't gonna cap. I remember when the Hot Pockets in the Lunchables, they used to taste like something. Motherfuckers don't taste like a goddamn thing now. Oh, they horrible. What? I can't eat one of them. They got, I got real hope. It's nothing to look forward to. I remember when the Lunchables used to be popping. Hot Pockets used to be popping. You know what I mean? That shit don't even taste good no more. It just, yeah, and they normalize it all the way to a full course meal to this generation. They eat that shit every day. Right. But shout out everybody up in here, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. If you just coming in, hit the like button, like, share, subscribe, hit the backfire or the replay or the rewind. All right. Because nigga, everybody gonna start calling out these phonies and these goofies. All that shit they got going on over there, man. This shit is just for fooling. For fooling. Shit gonna dry up real quick, man. But we about to get up out of here, man. Shout out the whole nation, man. Shout out all my fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers, man. All my members, man. If you ain't a member yet, we should wait on family. Make it official. Join the fire starter family, man. Nah, man. Fire before smoke. Membership. Only $2.99. Get them while they hot. And there's all kinds of things that you will enjoy over here at GFTV. We have a lot of things to offer, a lot of things that we're going to be getting back into, man. I'm glad everybody was safe yesterday during the holiday. Everybody good. Like, share, subscribe, man. Shout out to all my Flaming Raiders. Thank y'all for admiring the show, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all can be anywhere in the world, but y'all right here with GFTV. I told you every time I'm about to end, she know, right? Come on, man. Here she come. Shout out to all my members, all my Flaming Raiders, man. If y'all donate to PayPal or the Cash App, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the donations, man. Sponsorship and endorsement, man. Everybody be safe. Everybody be blessed. Always remember, fear the fire, fear the flames, man. We up out of here, man. Best things in life are free.
Feel the fire.